RealTok, where we interview TikTok creators and social media influencers, discussing real topics in real time with real people. With your host, iambannd. Let's get real.
Hello folks, and welcome to the first ever episode of RealTok. We had the chance to interview a very good friend of mine, Reid the Llama King, a verified content creator, published author, and video game streamer. Reid's book, The Chronicle of the Second Realm, is available on Amazon right now. Links are in the description below. But enough talk. Let's talk. Hello everyone, and welcome to RealTok. Today I am joined by my good friend for quite a while now. We've known each other for a few years, Reid the Llama King. Reid, say hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Let's dive right in. Reid is famously known as the verified social media icon Reid the Llama King, but aside from being an influencer, he is also a published author. He has a book called The Chronicles of the Second Realm. Thoroughly encourage you guys to read that. It's a very, very good book. If you would like to learn more about today's guest, please consider clicking on the links below, and we'll dive right into it. To officially start things off, I need to ask you a very important question.
Okay.
What the hell is chuggy?
Oh my gosh. I already forgot about this. Good Lord. I remember that.
No, we'll do an actual question. It means to
gosh.
not be cool anymore or something like that, I think.
Oh man.
No, to officially start things off,
Good
we
Lord.
obviously want to learn more about the one, the only Reid the Llama King. Who is Reid? Who is Reid as a person?
Oof, some deep question. I am a content creator and artist. I've always been creative and I've always wanted to do creative things. I don't know what else to say about that, but I just enjoy having my hands in multiple cookie jars all the time. So
Absolutely.
I'm an author, gamer, streamer, musician, singer-songwriter, husband. I do all sorts of stuff. So I'm up to all sorts of projects and side projects and anything. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you like making people smile. I mean, it's fair to say that maybe I'm reaching a little bit. We'll dive into it a little bit later, but maybe your purpose right now in life is just to make people smile, to brighten their day a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
That's why we do it. And then I also have to ask, why is Reid the Llama King?
Oh man. So I did not choose that name.
Sure.
I just went with it. So it's a running joke between me and my wife for a certain reason. But what's it called? She's always called me Llama. So she painted me a picture of me as the Llama King, and it was in the background of one of my photos or videos that I made, and people just started like hashtagging it on my streams,
Associating the
and
two, yeah.
like, yep, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Reid's the Llama King! Oh, hail the Llama King!" And it just went from there, and I couldn't get away from it, so I just was like, "All right, I'm the Llama King now."
So we know who Reid is, but who is Reid the Llama King?
Reid the Llama King is all-around content creator, streamer. It's just everything I do at this point. I'm producing music. I'm a husband. I am a comedian somewhat. I think I'm pretty funny.
I'd say so.
Musician, artist, all around just content creator.
Obviously, we know who you are now. You influencer, social media content creator. You have a pseudonym. You have a persona. I feel like the Llama King, if I'm understanding it right, kind of encapsulates everything that makes its way onto the internet.
Yeah.
And then Reid is obviously Reid, the person, the kind soul, the husband, the friend. What was more so, who was Reid before the Llama King, before any of this?
Oh, dude, I was just a dork.
So we have that in common.
I was just a nerdy kid and just loved gaming, loved hanging out with my friends and just playing music. I was playing bass and at church, hanging out with people. So nothing too crazy. Like I started making videos a little bit on Vine, but I never got like fully into it. I liked doing them. They were just stupid. And then like I made like those claymation videos as well. I loved like
Yes.
just filming and just like moving things around, making silly videos. And people thought they were funny. I was like, okay. So I just started making funny videos, and then I started getting into like making characters and like having roommates. So that was like the start of it.
Nice.
So
Well, since
I
we're in
started
that,
back.
what's that?
Sorry, I started back in Musically too. So like I've been
Yeah.
doing this for a while.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think people remember that.
I remember when I first joined. I joined right when Musically was transferring over into the TikTok era, the empire, and I remember. I think one of your videos was the first one I ever duetted. This was.
Oh yeah.
I had 5 followers. None of my friends knew that I was doing this because I just wanted to see what happened. And it was one that you had done. I think it was a Ron Swanson sound about all the bacon. And I think I just played the waiter or something just to kind of fit a role. And since that, I've been following you since then. And I mean, honestly, we've been mutual TikTok friends for, I think it's going on 5 years now. We've regularly come across each other's content in the friends section. It's been crazy. But since we're in the time frame of before the Llama King, kind of before the internet exposure, if you will, let's talk about, if you're okay with it, let's talk about young little Reid, no beard. If I remember correctly, you grew up in Florida, is that right?
Yeah, grew up in Florida, moved out to California just for a little bit, went out to school for their music and worship production and stuff like that, and then came back here.
Nice. And then how long did you stay in Florida before because you've lived in California, right?
We only lived out there for a year. That was only for school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. And I assume that Florida is a pretty nice state because you've spent most of your life there.
Yeah, I love it. The only thing I can't stand is the humidity, but I've gotten used to it.
For sure. Whereabouts, obviously not specifically because we're not trying to, dox you right now, but whereabouts in Florida? Are you like next to the ocean? Are you
South
kind of
Florida.
landlocked? Oh, okay. So
I'm like 10 minutes away from the ocean any day.
Nice. Okay. So you have the,
landlocked.
You have the landscape freedom to go if you want to go to the ocean one day, if you want to go more mainland one day. That's cool. That's really awesome.
Yeah, my dad was a big believer in the saltwater therapy, he says. My dad was always interested in, like, he grew up fishing. He had loved fishing, taught us all how to fish, spearfish. So we were always on the boat, out in the water. So
oh yeah,
love that.
We visited the Atlantic Ocean once. We went to Long Island, and there's something different about the smell, the feel. You can taste the salt in the air compared to when you go to, maybe the Pacific coast, which is more towards where I'm at. So I thoroughly enjoyed the Atlantic. I don't know, it just felt crisp. But so you were young child Reid, living in Florida. Your dad's out fishing and stuff, and introducing you to the world as it works and stuff like that. When did the beard come into play? Because the beard's a very obvious part of your body.
Oh yeah. So as soon as I got married, actually, I started growing it up.
Oh, I think we might have lost him. Hello?
2 seconds later.
I think he's back.
I apologize.
No worries.
I clicked the wrong button and it sent me into someone else was calling me.
That's
Discord.
Totally fine. Okay.
Okay.
And we will be back on in 3, 2. I love it. It adds flavor because all these interviews that you see online, it's all like perfectly edited and everything makes sense. And somebody says something stupid, so you just delete it. No, this is what you see. This is how it actually works and happens.
100%.
Okay, so
It's never perfect.
We know about young Reid growing up in Florida, dad showing him fishing and introducing him to the ocean and all that stuff. When did the beard come into play? It's an iconic part of you.
Yeah. I always wanted a beard, but I wasn't allowed to grow one because I worked at a place called Publix, and they did not allow anything but a pencil mustache. So it was literally just right here. You couldn't have it go past your upper lip.
Wow.
And I tried that for a little bit. I was so creepy looking. Everyone's like, no. But also because this didn't grow in at all.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so you grew the beard out now since you had the freedom to do so, and at that point, what made you decide to keep it? Was it just something you've always loved, or did it add to the character in a sense?
I just enjoy just stroking the beard, just going. Yes. It took a little bit to like shape it because I didn't know what I was gonna go shape wise.
Right.
I saw a bunch of people like telling me to just like grow it out into a point or like just have it like bushy and whatever. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go for the box look. I like that.
I like it. It's very defined. It's such like when it grows out and crazy, you know, everyone just thinks it's dirty. If it's too pointy, people think you went too far. But I think it looks a really good look. It's borderline lumberjack, but I mean that with all the love in my heart. All right, so we're going to get a little bit deeper into the mind games of what it means to be an influencer and, you know, technically a character online. Do you feel there's a distinct difference between Reid and Reid the Llama King?
Not really. I'm pretty open with everything I do online. I don't share certain things about my life, but you know, I have a high energy for like certain skits. Do I have it all the time? No. But like I think there's definitely TikTok and then real life. So I'm pretty chill in real life. On camera, I want to like pull out the best of me and like pull out the crazy things that I want to just say or do, or like I do that on stream or wherever. Like I'm very I don't know, I try to be authentic and genuine with my content. I don't want to fake things, and that's one of my downfalls as well, because I don't want to do that, so I won't do certain trends, and I'll stick with my morals and how I want to do things. I don't like get pushed by other people. So
I assume you probably think it's a lot more comfortable and a lot more natural and truthful to just kind of be yourself when you portray the Llama King. Obviously, you don't introduce yourself to people in public as, "Hi, I'm Reid the Llama King," but when you go live, people can expect if they run into you, they're going to meet regular Reid.
Yeah.
Not that Reid is regular. He's a beautiful specimen and a very special character. But if I run into him on the street and I didn't know him, he's not going to be like, "Hello." It's, you know, it's really, really good. You know, a lot of comedians, a lot of performers, especially in many fields, you see them perform and you're like, wow, I wish I could be friends with that guy. And of course, the cliche, never meet your heroes. You know, you don't want that person to be somebody else. So I definitely respect that.
Exactly. Like I've ran into a couple of my fans and people that I know online, and I just want to be authentic and just keep it real with everyone. Like I don't want to be unapproachable either, but I also like don't want to have stalkers. So I don't know. There's a good balance.
For sure. So, well, then do you think, kind of digging a little bit deeper into that, do you think that they're two separate entities? Do you think that what is Llama King stays in Llama King, and then what is your personal life just stays in your personal life?
I don't know. Like I share basically everything I do online. Like all my projects, like they're just like not secretive, but more of like, I will tell you about them and they'll come out later. Like my second book, I'm working on it right now. Like people know about it. I'm working on more music. So like anyone that talks to me during streams or anything, like I'm very, very open. So there's nothing like really to hide. So
that's good. That's awesome.
No.
Do you think it is important in general, not just in your scenario? Do you think it's important to have a distinct line between who you are as a human being living, you know, in whatever country you live in, and having an online persona, we'll call it?
I think it depends on what type of content you do and like what you want to make and create. For me, I'm very open. Like I'm just here to have fun and make fun content. But for those that want to do like, let's say like a special character, I know like a couple people like will do the skits and like, I don't know if you guys have seen this guy, Bistro Huddy.
Oh yeah.
He does like, he's so funny. Anyways, I love his stuff. and like I doubt like he'll be in a character like when you meet him, you know.
Right, right. No, absolutely.
So
So maybe when they take on more of an actual character role, maybe they rage while they play video games, and that's their selling point. Maybe they put on a face
Yeah.
filter. Maybe they, kick things around or break things just
Yeah.
because you obviously don't want that to be the person that you meet randomly in
Yeah.
a coffee shop and you just start screaming and kicking things. So I
that would
can
be an
understand
interesting
that.
one.
I feel like it's really good for mental health, though, if you do play that character, to not feel obligated to constantly play that character. I only get attention and I only get love if I am blank proceeds to yell or proceeds to scream or buy a
Yep.
bunch of stuff on Amazon.
So like for my content, like I love raging at games, and like I do yell at some certain games, and certain games I will not play all the time because Party Animals pisses me off, by the way. I don't know if you ever played Party Animals.
Oh,
My
yeah.
gosh, I want to throw something. So I do
Oh, yeah.
community night on Saturday nights, and we just freaking we play certain games. That's one of the ones that we just like I completely rage at. So if you guys should just pop in like a random like TikTok and I'm just screaming at it, I'm not always like that. It's just certain games piss me off. Okay, I am a very emotional person.
No, my fans know for sure that I never scream at all. I'm always a very calm gamer.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
The awkward
Bro,
stare
we were
into
just
the
playing
camera.
Helldivers the other day.
Oh yeah, that was insane. If you guys want to see our Helldivers content, click the link in there. So I do want to ask, as I feel like an appropriate follow up for that particular section, as far as just differentiating between the two. If you do have a strong persona online and whatnot, is that something you would suggest to other gamers and streamers who play a character? Like, would you advise them it's probably best if you keep them separate, or do you think that should stay part of their actual human character?
No, definitely keep it separate. Like it'll be way better for your mental health in
Right,
any way.
right.
Like if you go out, like let's say you start being a dopey person, just like just I don't even know how that would work out. Like just at freaking Publix, just like, hey,
Yeah. Obviously,
finger guns all the time.
if somebody like, and I'll censor his name for the video in case he
Yeah.
decides to blast me. If someone like were to go out in public and is convinced that he has to be exactly the same person online as he is off, he's going to kick everything when he walks into a store, for instance. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would absolutely give the same advice.
Like characters, like you can ham it up online and it'll be fine, but like be real. Like it's okay to be real.
Absolutely.
No one is expecting you to be that person, and those that are delusional and they need help. So
I do want to take a quick 5-second break and say thank you everyone that's sending gifts on the TikTok stream. That supports this. It allows us to make this. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Make sure you still have those questions cooking, and we will get to them soon. I do want to bring it back a little bit to location. You obviously love Florida a lot. You've been there for a huge portion of your life. What about it just keeps you drawn to it?
probably the beaches and the water. I love it here. Also, all my family is here. I'm a big family man. Very tight with my family. Always talking to them. So, like if we all lived somewhere else, maybe. But I love Florida. I just enjoy it. I don't like the snow that much. I do enjoy it. I don't like freezing my butt off though.
No, absolutely. I don't feel like any sane human likes freezing or burning their butt off.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good. Do you
I
feel
also
like
hate sweating.
Oh, yeah, no, I cannot stand summers. And I live in Arizona. I think we live in two of the hottest states.
Probably.
And yeah, it's absolutely
And it's two
miserable.
different types of heat too. You got dry heat out there.
We're dry heat. We have a hard time breathing. You've
understand
got
that.
you've got humidity, and it's just weighing on you. I imagine in the summer times.
Oh yeah. You got to bring extra shirts wherever you go.
Yeah. When you went to California for a spell to go to school to write your book, did you already know that you were going to move back to your hometown or back to your home
Yeah.
state? I should say. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So it
weren't
wasn't like
expecting to stay out
anything.
that long.
Wasn't like anything in California made you necessarily want to leave immediately. It's just Florida's home.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Just went out
awesome.
there for school.
And then you were going
To
to
learn.
school. Where were we going to school for, if you mind me asking?
That was it was for what is it called? All right. So the place I went was Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry. So
Oh, wow.
definitely more Christian and a bunch of other things. So it
Kind
was
of-
definitely something that I wanted to pursue and what we just loved. So
For sure. Were you pursuing it for theology or for spiritual teachings in
Spiritual
general?
teachings, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Do you, if you mind me asking, obviously you can choose to not answer any of these questions.
that's okay. I'm very open.
Is that something, going to school for a very specific field that you feel very strongly about, is that something that you carry into your current, everyday life?
Yeah.
Nice.
I learned so many things out there that it is definitely not for new Christians. So like for those that are just like getting to know the Lord, this is like if you want to just advance your spiritual journey.
Yeah. Take your faith that one step further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely not for the faint of heart either. So
Right. Maybe play the tutorial first and then
basically.
go into level 1 where there's already a boss and it's called life. No, absolutely. So I did a little bit of digging.
Oh boy.
So there's jail time. No, I'm kidding.
You found that?
I will say that you credit a certain coffee business in some of the things that you post online. Is that a shop or a business that you work really closely with or you work for?
Both. I worked for them for about 3 years. I'll tell you how that ended. We're on good terms though.
good.
I
Okay.
love their coffee. Yeah, everything's great with them.
Good.
So
This is Oceana Coffee, right?
Oceana Coffee, literally the best coffee I've ever had.
Oceana Coffee is now going above my head.
Dude, it's so good. Anyways, so I started drinking. It's a local place. They are a Australian company. They moved to Florida. They found out that they hated the coffee here in the U.S., so they started making it at their house.
Wow.
They're like, this is, they were, I call all of us like coffee snobs at this point because we really are. So like, when you get to the point of like the flavor notes and stuff like that, it is just very different. It's a very smooth coffee. And they have so many different types. Like there is sharper ones and bolder ones as well. And like, I know I worked there so long, I can basically, you tell me you like sharp or smooth or you like light or dark, I can just guide you from there. So, and they just have so many good options available as well. They're just the best coffee I've ever had. Like, and I went everywhere looking for good coffee.
Yeah.
The only place around. So I only buy from them now.
Well, that's
and they
cool.
got bulk bags too. So I'm like, I got bulk bag. I literally have like only theirs in my kitchen.
Well, I'll pay for it, but you need to send me a bag. I need to be able to be like Oceana Coffee.
Oh heck yeah, bro.
That's awesome. Definitely enjoy coffee. It'd be cool to try. So is it you said they grew it out of their house when they moved to Florida, so it's a local source.
Yep.
Wow.
So he literally was making it in a popcorn maker. And then he just went from there. He started doing it in a popcorn maker. His neighbors started asking for it. He's like, okay, we got to expand this. And they started expanding it. His wife was more business minded and he just started just roasting it. And now they're on their third shop opening right now.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
They just broke ground on their big location right now. I'm like,
Nice.
so happy for them.
That's
So,
really,
yeah.
really cool. Staying on the topic of Florida, I know I'm kind of beating it to death here, but it is a very large state. It's a very popular state, and a lot of people either move there or once they live there in general, they don't leave. Do you feel like Florida is a good place, not just to live, it obviously seems like it is, but do you feel like it's a good place to kind of grow as someone in your field, someone who likes to network and work on social media and create content?
I am probably the worst person to ask that. I am a homebody right now. I literally communicate and do everything online. So I barely leave my house, I'll be honest.
That's totally fine, man. I totally understand that. I just figured I had to ask because you've obviously spent a large portion there, so I thought maybe it kind of played into what you do, but I totally get it. I mean, you're able to, when you're at home, you're able to make your content, you're able to do what you need to do as an entrepreneur. You're able to make things that people enjoy and make connections that way. And the perks of living in Florida is that if you need a break and you're like, all right, I'm going to go on lunch, you can step outside to a very beautiful state. So in a sense, Florida works really well for you for what you do. It gives you that nice escape from everything. Keeping the edge. I have to ask about that because when someone Googles your name, it's one of the first things that pops up.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
So that is my family's business/website. So me and my brother started working on that about a year or two ago, and that's what we sell all our products from. Our coffee, our books, my book, a couple other things I can't remember. Knives that my dad actually hand makes.
Oh, wow.
There's a few other things. My brother also works with other local businesses, and we were working on establishing more people on there, but he moved, and we just didn't get a chance to really work on that as much. So, but right now it just has the coffee and a couple other things that we sell through there. After
browsing the site a little bit, I noticed that there's a slogan that keeps popping out at you, and it's basically the idea of community. You want to bring people with, who offer their skills, talents, and trades to the world. You want to bring them together, create like a nice cohesive environment where they're constantly looking out for each other, and it's a network, it's a community.
We love local and small businesses, so we only wanted to work with them. We didn't want to work with ginormous corporations.
Absolutely. You're sticking it to the man, but in a nice way.
Exactly.
Remind me, I might have to fill out an application if there's such a thing. That'd be really cool to work on that.
Okay. Talk to you about that later.
Alrighty. Well, while we're on stream, here's my name and social security. No, I'm kidding.
Excellent. Yeah,
Alrighty, moving on with the questions. Have you ever worn denim underwear? Wait, that's not it. Hold on. Let's talk about Chronicles for a second.
Isn't that just going commando?
I think it kind of is. Let's talk about your book. I purchased your book. I read through the entire book today, mainly because I thought our interview was going to be a little bit later in this month or next month, and I was like, crap, the interview's today. I'm going to read this thing. Read through the whole thing today. I loved it, but I wanted to know what was the inspiration? Like you wrote an original fiction, and it's for those who don't know, Chronicles of the Second Realm is essentially about a high school kid. His name's Owen, and he goes through the standard high school tropes. He doesn't have a lot of friends. He's very not stressed and depressed, but he just doesn't know what he's going to do with his life. He doesn't have a job lined up, none of that stuff. This is all stuff that you can see on Amazon when you look up the book too in the summary. But as the plot goes on, he realizes that what they thought was schizophrenia is actually him being able to see entities. And for the sake of the stream, I'll say it very quickly. He sees demons. And so he ends up meeting some characters that teach him how to actually hunt and slay these demons. One of them's his teacher. The other one is kind of a love interest. And then as the story goes on, it starts to unbox into this much bigger plot, this much bigger evil plan, to where he actually ends up probably having to save the entire world if you keep reading into it. So read the book. It's available on Amazon. I highly suggest you get it. It's a very, very good read. I definitely enjoyed it. But yeah, I wanted to know what the inspiration was behind writing an original fiction.
Oh man. I love creativity, and that was just one way that I could just pour out the things that are in my head. So I was actually working at Publix at the time, and in between my shifts and stuff, I was just writing it down in my phone, and then I just started typing it out, and just kept going with it. And I was like, okay, I like this. This would be fun. I'm like, oh yeah, I might as well just turn this into a book. And things just lined up where once I was done with it, my mom actually had a connection with a publishing company, and we talked to them, and it worked out.
That's really cool.
I was like, wow.
It's crazy how much networking influences multiple different aspects, I guess, of the entertainment industry. Because obviously authors count as entertainers and comedians and musicians. And when you go to LA to become a musician, it's all about who you know. It expands out to other branches of the industry. Is plural.
Yeah, networking is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really, really cool. Would you, I do want to ask, maybe a little bit personal, but would you have possibly self-published it in a way, if you could have, if that never happened? Would you have released
yeah.
the book? Nice.
Yeah, I would have figured out a way.
Absolutely.
And honestly, like nowadays, I think it's actually better to self-publish and not go through the publishers. Like like having a publisher name behind you is great. Like I will continue like going through them, but like if I was rejected from publishers and stuff like that, it wouldn't have been worth it because I've talked to so many people that actually like went through that, and basically the percentage that you would make from each book was not what you would be making if you self-published.
Right.
And you think that their resources would be a lot better, but it's really not. It's honestly, if you pay, it's pay to win, which is so terrible. And people don't understand that. And there's so much like, there's some dirty business dealings behind it. I won't go into there, but basically the large names that you probably know of publishing companies, they will charge you as an author to produce the book, or they say, hey, we will take on the price to cover it because we like the book, but you have no say in if anything we change. And also you don't have the rights to your book as well.
Right, right.
So you're basically signing over the rights to the book for a royalty paycheck that may be 10 times smaller than what you would do if you paid for a publisher, like not a publishing company, but like someone that would like promote your stuff. Like you would probably make a lot more if you did like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, stuff like that. You would probably make more off that and selling your book through that than a publishing company that is probably just going to set your book out on a table and say, here, we did $20,000 of promotion.
Right.
Because it's our company and it went in front of 20,000 people or whatever.
And if you're
at
not
a conference,
if you're not paying them for that marketing or that networking, then they're just going to take it out of you in creative rights. So you've just lost what you've probably dumped almost a year into, you know? Yeah, that's insane. It's insane. Definitely goes into different facets of entertainment. I know a lot of musicians and bands that are going independent because certain large names
I will never sign.
have taken creative freedoms away from them. So very famously, I think it's safe to say this, very, very famously, you know, Taylor Swift, once she left her label, she kind of let everyone know. Yeah, she grew her following,
quadrupled her money
and money, and she's putting out, in my opinion, she's putting out better songs. They're not your typical radio hits, and you know,
probably.
I think she's probably the most famous, most relevant example of that. You know, the most popular musician in the world, and if she can do it, you know, hopefully that's some kind of inspiration to possible writers, singers, comedians, content creators to do this on their own, because it is possible.
Connor Price is a huge thing for me, because I'm just like, I looked up to him because he just went from 0 to 5 million really quick overnight. He popped off on TikTok and just like, I don't know if you know who Connor Price is. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay. So he just like grew just only on TikTok. He doesn't have any publisher, just freaking went.
Yeah.
Did it. So
no, he
does everything himself. So I'm like, oh my gosh, blows my mind.
So then, do you think, because you mentioned that you're writing your second book, do you think that you're going to use the same? But maybe you shouldn't answer this on stream. But are you going to continue to use another company to publish, or would you maybe want?
No, I'll use the same one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely not a rush. I mean, many great artists take decades to write one book. You know, Ernest Hemingway didn't write as many books as people think he did. You know.
Wow. While I'm drinking.
It's gorgeous. All right, guys. Good interview. See ya. You know, freeze.
Stop.
Oh, no, it actually did it.
How dare you? Good Lord, man.
Oh, man.
I can't.
I got magic.
I can't. Stop it.
I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Man.
Oh, man.
I blame you.
Oh, I'll take full blame for that. The timing was impeccable. So I do have to ask, was there an inspiration behind the theme of the book? Obviously, original fiction is very fun. It kind of gets your brain going, but the demon, dare I say, slaying aspect of it is very, I don't know, it's just like a weird niche to get into, you know?
I don't really know. I don't even remember how I did it exactly. Like I definitely, because of my faith, like I definitely pulled some stuff from that.
Sure. Yeah.
And things I've learned throughout my life. So yeah, I kind of threw in a lot of like, you know, we're fighting demons from hell basically in our daily lives,
Yeah.
and like might as well like kill them in real life. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. No, I totally respect that. It's kind of cool because obviously when you're, you know, neck deep into the book in chapter 8, chapter 9, and you're like, oh man, you get so engrossed with these characters that you're imagining, which obviously is the beauty of books. You're making these up in your head, which I'm sure my versions of the characters look way different than yours if I drew mine out. Because I'm picturing, I was picturing, as silly as it sounds, I'm working on Demon Slayer right now. And so, in my mind, your main character looks exactly like Tanjiro, the main character of Demon Slayer, and all the demons that you're referencing are, you know. So, but it's really cool that you're able to get so engrossed in a film, or in a book, excuse me, and then you stop reading, you take a break, maybe eat some dinner, you know, catch up the next day. And in between that time, you're just thinking about it, right? And then it's like, oh man, you know what? My tax appointment was something that I had to overcome, or oh, I got in a car accident a couple months ago and I powered through that way. It's cool to see. Obviously no one's necessarily slaying demons in their regular day life, but in a sense they are, which is really cool. So that's why I really enjoyed it.
we're constantly battling our demons, you know.
No, for sure. Absolutely. And it's cool that I'm glad that you brought up the spiritual school as well, because I didn't actually know that reading the book. So I had no way of telling what your inspiration was or how you kind of wrote what you wrote, because you do get very specific in certain points about religious themes, and so it's cool to see how parts of your life are working their way in. Let's talk about some real stuff here, because of course this is Real Talk. So here's my question: where were you when the Berlin Wall fell?
I don't think I was born.
One of these
Pretty
times, I'll get someone that was there. But also, the country's going through big changes. The world seems a little shaky. There's a lot going on politically. We're not going to dive into that. But we're here, right? And we have the ability to make a lot of people happy with what we do. What are your thoughts moving forward with your career?
I'm honestly still trying to figure that out exactly, because I love so many things. I hate that TikTok pigeonholes you and puts you in one box.
Right.
When I started off, like I grew like making comedy videos and prank videos with my wife, and that's kind of how I exploded.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing pranks as much, so I just went away from that, and now I just want to start doing more streaming and gaming and music. So those are like my main things right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I just love. Life is too boring and too serious all the time. I'm tired of it, and I just want to have fun all the time now. I'm just like, I just want to have fun with people. I want to meet new people. I want to hang out. I want to be able to be creative, and I also obviously want to make money at it. So
yeah, absolutely.
I want to be at the point where I don't have to worry about the money, and that it is also having fun, and I also want to be able to help others. So
I definitely respect that. That's my goal. I have a full-time job. I run a business, but as much as it's fun to shake hands and make deals, and you know, my employee gets to go home happy and everything, it feels a lot more fulfilling if I can spend my time during the day just making other people happy. That's how I feel. That's what I feel my purpose in life is. And so to hear someone who thinks very similarly, that's definitely comforting. It's very admirable of you to want that. And liking multiple things is not a problem. That just means you're a very happy person who appreciates life.
My ADHD go burr.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I kind of took that test in front of my Discord stream the other day, and we all confirmed what we already knew was true. And so I relate to you on that. We're special boys. How is your wife doing, Mrs. Llama Queen?
She is doing great. My wife works in the ER at a hospital, and she didn't think she was going to like it, but she loves it. She loves the hustle and bustle. She loves being able to help save lives, and she just enjoys it. And she used to work in the baby part, OB. So then she got a special tech job over there and in the ER, and she just loves it. She works nights as well.
Ooh.
And then
she still loves it?
Oh, she loves it. Oh yeah, she loves the nights.
Is that why you're a night owl?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So literally, when she's gone, I'm usually still up, and because I like to be next to her when we sleep. So we're very tight, and like we thought this was gonna hurt us in our relationship, but actually it's made it stronger. So
I'm sure it's made her stronger as an independent person.
Oh,
and
yeah.
obviously, you have yourself to keep busy and to help people out yourself in your own way. So it's making you both stronger as people, as
100%.
a couple. So no, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. What does she, if you mind me asking, what does she think about kind of what you've done so far in creating, the persona, the Llama King, and being on social media and stuff?
Well, she's known as the Llama Queen. So
she's totally fine with it. I mean, she's was,
in it, yeah.
Let's be honest, she was the reason why that video blew up, because she wasn't in the video.
100%. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. That's awesome.
I blame her all the time.
Is it too much to ask about future family plans? Is there a dream that you guys have together? Or?
Yep. We want lots of babies. Oh, yeah.
Well, congratulations on agreeing on that together. That's good.
She doesn't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations on...
I'm just kidding.
Congratulations on figuring it out.
We definitely want kids, though.
Well, that's really, really cool. That's awesome. You're going to keep them all with you in the state of Florida, surrounded by family in the ocean?
I'll probably just ship them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ideal thing. Like probably.
Bam, you're done. Go to Washington. We'll see you in a bit. Go to Japan. Yeah.
China, Japan. We need you to have. Just kidding.
So as the family grows, and as you as Reid and Melissa, obviously as Melissa move on and mature and grow, do you guys plan on staying in Florida? Because it seems like it's just it suits all your needs. It fits all the criteria. That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, don't plan on moving. Like all our families here, my in-laws are literally like 5 minutes away. My parents are like 15. So
yeah. Do you plan on continuing to create content, no matter what stage of life you're in? Kids are born, and maybe you guys get into a new house. That's good. That's good.
I'll be a 90-year-old streamer on Twitch and YouTube.
You'll be the new grandpa streamer. That's awesome.
100%.
Yep. I don't know if we can rage as much.
He's cracked. He's cracked.
Yeah.
Push him. Get your go. Hang on, let me get my Benadryl.
Catch it down. Pick up my crown.
Dude, I'll be hamming it up way more. Oh, my grandkids are over here. They're cranking 90s over on Fortnite.
Cranking 90s. He just got a full kit. Oh man.
Yes.
That's crazy. Man. That is crazy.
Push him, little Johnny.
All right, so we're going to make a YouTube channel when we're 90. So it's going to be the year
100%.
20 whatever year math. And we're just going to be...
I'm not doing that math.
We're going to be streaming on RealTok, which because I'm sure all of them are going to combine at some point.
I'm pretty sure at that point, like my filter might be gone. I don't know what the heck is going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are your goals on the topic of content? What are your goals for making content in the future? I know you said that you wanted to focus more on streaming and kind of building the community that way. Is there any sort of like niche that you're trying to fill with how you want to make content for people?
I want to make more music.
Yeah.
I love music, and I just want to produce multiple types, different genres. I love punk pop and metal and screamo.
Yeah.
I love Christian worship music as well. So I actually was in a band where I produced a full album doing that. So it's not like I check on the list and then I'm done. It's more of like something that I love, and I want to pursue that as well later. So,
do you feel comfortable sharing the band name? We can put them in the video.
It's called Worthship. So it's
wait, say that again.
Worthship.
Oh,
so
that's
it's
cool.
WOERTHSHIP.
Nice.
So very different
cool.
spelling.
So you guys have the album made. Is it out there on streaming platforms and services?
Yep.
Oh,
it's
nice.
everywhere.
All right. Well, if you guys want some fun music to listen to that's new and exciting, click on Worship.
During that time I was playing rhythm guitar. So I did some like rhythm guitar parts.
And you play bass primarily, is what you said?
I play bass, rhythm guitar,
Nice.
all sorts. So
A man after my heart. A man of multiple music talents. That's awesome.
Yes, I love music and just probably couldn't do without it.
Would you want to combine? I know that you keep your personal, the things that you like in your personal life. You keep that and your Llama King, we'll call it, side of you. You kind of keep them close together. Would you want to incorporate music into what you're doing alongside gaming and stuff like that?
Oh, I am.
Oh, even better. Perfect. You've already started.
Yeah. So I've actually already started. So actually, I have 2 songs out right now. And they are both metal songs. I'm putting them out as I'm learning, so I'm enjoying it. I've had some interesting feedback already, which is fine.
Sure.
So hopefully my next songs will be even better.
So these
and
2
I'm okay
songs
with
are
failure
out
as well. Yes, these 2 songs are
Well,
out.
what are they under?
That is under my band name. It is this one is called Weapons Gate.
Nice.
So and Weapons Gate actually is what my last name means. So Edgit means Weapons Gate.
What language is that from?
I don't remember, but we
That's cool though.
we found that out one time. I'm like, yo, what the heck is that?
Mm-hmm.
What's our last name mean? I don't know. We had a family sit down or something.
That's really cool.
We just figured it out.
You ever go to the Renaissance
Sweet.
Festival and buy one of those family trees where they look you up?
No.
Ancestry.com, find out that you were once a Roman emperor or something? That'd be cool. Reid the Llama Emperor would be the new...
People would call me Cusco.
He's transcended Cusco. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised you haven't incorporated that somehow into what you're doing. Oh man. We'll have to contact Disney and see if they'll let us.
I doubt it. They're very stingy.
Alrighty.
No.
Well, moving forward, is the beard fake? No, wait, that's not supposed to be in there either. Kind of a big one. Kind of a big question to think about, and you can take your time to answer if you want to, obviously.
Okay.
I'm hyping this up way too much. It's just a question, but with an active audience on many different platforms and an impact on hundreds of people, what is the one thing, it could be advice, it could be a quote, it could be a word. What's the one thing that you would say to all of your followers and fans? I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's okay. All good. Don't take life too seriously.
I like that.
And don't let people's opinion of you determine who you turn out to be.
That's really good.
So that's kind of like how I live my life. I used to be so scared of what people thought of me and like how people would talk about me or whatever behind my back. And I stopped caring, and my life has gotten so much better from that.
Yeah.
So I don't have the anxiety of that anymore.
That's really good.
Which is great.
I assumed adopting that philosophy, if you will, has helped in your life as it becomes more apparent, through your marriage and through your businesses that you're a part of, and then doing your own content. I'm sure that it's really hit home for you.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. That's awesome. And then if you had one dream or one final bucket list item, it could be something as silly as going to McDonald's in China. What would your bucket list or dream or thing to do before you left this earth, heaven forbid?
Oh my gosh. That's a good question.
Oh, I know.
There's so many things I want to do.
It could be a couple.
It doesn't
have to be the one. Let's say like
right.
the top 3.
Okay. I want to play on stage and for my music in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And stage dive.
We have very similar dreams then.
Crowd surfing. Crowd surfing.
That's good. I like
my
that.
own concert. Yeah. Have a family. That's about it. Those are the main ones.
Well, we've got a very supportive wife, very beautiful, supportive wife, and it sounds like you guys are on the same page as far as what you want to do moving forward.
Yep.
So obviously, as your friend, and even if I didn't know you, as just a very nice person to be talking with right now, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Meaning you're the nice person I'm talking to, not I'm the nice person.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. My final question that I'm going to ask, and then we'll move this over to the chat questions that have been filling up as I've been talking to you. What is the collective noun for pigs?
Swine.
It is called a drove.
Oh,
Interesting fact of the day. Not that you'll ever use that, but I hope you do.
probably not. But I might.
Well, let's open this up because my
right.
fun questions have ended. All right.
Alrighty.
So the first question that we have is from a person called Neil, and he wants to know, what is your spirit animal?
Probably a llama.
I probably could have guessed that.
Yeah.
So is there, I have to ask, or I have to continue that notion. What was there a reason why the llama became, like, obviously it became prominent because she made one, but was there a reason why that was the animal that she chose?
There is a reason I will not be sharing that, though.
Okay. So it's deep personal meaning, and we can just leave it at that.
Somewhat, yeah. I'm going to freeze right off while I'm taking a sip, aren't I?
Stay hydrated, folks.
I use that all the time. Mm-hmm. Dude, I have 6 water bottles next to me right now.
I think
I'm not joking.
I have 3 drinks total on my desk right now and 3 bags of chips on standby. Oh, he wasn't exaggerating. Multiple cups.
I can't get the last one. I got it.
You can fill up a dishwasher within one evening, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, I can.
Do you leave your office with your hands full and your wife just gives you that look like, really? You couldn't just bring them one at a time?
Because I drink this much. Like, I drink probably 3 or 4 of these during a stream.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you really do stay hydrated.
Oh, I drink a lot of water.
Good. That is necessary.
I'm always hydrated. Probably too much. I use too many bathroom breaks during my stream. They're all like, he's going again.
If you need to go right now, you're more than welcome to.
I can hold it. I'm a man.
The
Do this.
It's stored in the beard. All right, this interview is getting out of hand very quickly.
Starting milking it.
That's what the other cups are for, is so as you drink
exactly,
them, you fill them up.
And nobody
Okay.
like, listen.
He has
off to the
revealed
side.
his secret, his production
My
secret.
trade secrets, yeah.
All right,
By the way,
somebody.
that's selling on my website for $20 a bottle.
Whoa!
Whoa!
That's great. All proceeds go to production of the new book, which he will write a particular piece about.
Exactly. What the heck is that?
And Owen,
Yo. Sorry, I'm looking at the
just a
chat over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I need
a
one of
jug.
those.
Man's brought
That's
a
what I
jug.
need.
I'll put this in the video. Neil just sent a picture of a jug, like an actual water cooler pitcher that he drinks out of. Which
That's
honestly,
3 gallons.
That's goals. That is
what I
goals. The other, what's that?
I was thinking about getting one of those 5-gallon jugs and like
Yeah.
having like the pump on it and just like put it and just fill up my water right there.
That honestly would be pretty solid.
I was thinking about that,
I agree with that 100%.
but then I'd have to fill up the water jug.
Just get a
that would suck.
full-size fridge to keep right
Yeah,
behind you.
Yeah, basically.
Load it up, not with like Gatorades or
Connect a
sodas or
bunch of
anything.
straws from the fridge.
There you go.
There you go. No,
Make you a beer helmet for water, for staying hydrated during streams.
yeah, that's what I need.
So somebody
Oh,
asked.
he's got the pump. Oh my gosh.
He has the pump. Oh man, that is amazing.
Oh, man.
That is absolutely amazing. Okay, we're gonna
It's
move on to the
electric,
questions, Neil. You don't need to keep
sorry.
sending pictures of
I
your
got
water.
ADHD. I get distracted very easily. Okay. Oh, shiny.
Okay. The next point I wanted to bring up is from the Ace, and he said, "Ask Reid to tell Scotty from Oceana that Ace from Moradness said hi."
Ace from Redness. Okay.
I think he
Actually,
knows the
heading down
owner
there
of
tomorrow.
Oceana.
Really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really cool. It's
Small
kind of weird.
world.
Yeah, very small world. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Kiki asked, "Red hair, story to the color choice?" And not to butt in, but I feel like I've seen you with very different colors going on. Is there a reason behind it?
So I have done many different colors. I love colorful hair. I've been rocking the red hair since I switched from Twitch to YouTube. So I used to stream on Twitch, and I had
nice.
purple hair back then. And I was like, you know what? I made the decision that I'm going to start streaming over on YouTube now.
And what was the reason for that?
So many reasons. Yep.
Name
what the
23.
I could.
Oh.
But mainly I just didn't like the things that they were doing over on Twitch. I just disagreed with like the way they were running their business and certain things I didn't like.
Sure.
They were very money grubby, if that makes sense. So like on YouTube, you can get a 70-30 split, and you can select the prices of each of your memberships.
Right.
And over on Twitch, it's 50-50, and they choose the rates. And they actually just raised the rates last month, I believe.
Of course.
So what I've heard.
Well, there go my
like,
dreams.
okay.
I just passed 100 followers finally. My goal was 1,000, but I'll think about it moving forward.
So, and also the main reason I chose YouTube, one of the other ones, was because I am making content, long form video, I'm making short form video, and I'm streaming.
And it does all of them.
Yes. And you also get ad revenue from every single one of those.
Yeah.
So once you get that ad revenue, you don't get that from Twitch.
Right.
So all your past streams stay up forever. They never go away.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Because I think Twitch has
on
a
Twitch.
14-day or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they only stay up for so long, and then they're gone. And like, I wish I had some of my old streams that I could go look back on and like react to, because I wanted to know how I was reacting to stream, terrible things I said or whatever. I don't know.
Sure. No, absolutely. You want to be able to blackmail yourself.
Exactly. That's
No, I'm a very nostalgic person, so I totally understand wanting to go back and seeing,
like, how far have I grown, and like what has changed in my life, and what have I done?
I do have to ask, have you
that.
ever streamed without a beard?
No.
Oh, really?
I think I've always had my beard.
Wow.
Since I've been married.
Birth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just popped out with a beard.
Yep.
My mom was like, dang. I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, give me milk.
Oh, that's good.
Sustenance.
That's awesome. So it seems like the hair color kind of changes depending on, I've noticed season too. So when it's Christmas time, you do the green beard and the glitter and the confetti and stuff like that. That's awesome.
I do seasonal color hair as well, but like since I just been lazy as well, I'll be honest.
I think the red looks good. I definitely support the red.
It. Yeah, I'll probably go green next time, because my whole like llama kingdom and everything is like green, and it's one of my favorite colors too.
I do appreciate the green. Green is one of my favorites as well. That's awesome. So
I had a green mohawk for a while. So
really,
love that.
That's
fun.
a look. That's a Guitar Hero look.
Oh yeah, green mohawk was sick.
That's awesome. Well, I have to ask about the blue, because when you type in,
I did blue.
Reid the Llama King. What was the blue for?
Blue hair. I don't know.
It was like it was a blue, and it was wavy. It was gorgeous. Honestly, I liked it.
Yeah. I love bright colors.
What is your favorite brand of bass?
Bass?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if he means
bass.
Oh,
bass guitars. Got it.
We had an interviewer. What is your favorite brand of bass?
Okay. Favorite brand that I use or my dream?
I'll say both. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so my favorite brand that I've used, I've always loved iambannd, like just for the simplicity and just like the good tone.
Yeah.
I have a 5-string Traven bass that I just love.
That's cool.
It was just thick sounding and just everything I wanted. I use that all the time, actually. I had green strings on it, glowed in the dark. It was amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah. Then I had to change them out. They got expensive. And then my dream bass is it's a custom brand called Kiesel, but they are so expensive.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, Kiesel, they're custom guitars, everything. Like, I want a custom bass by them, but it's about like $2 to $4 grand.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, I can't do that right now.
All made by hand, I'm assuming, and probably custom tailored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And specific types of woods that you can do. Like, there's some like zebra striped or tiger maple.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. I freaking love wood grained in it as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. How long is the beard in inches? The in inches part kind of sent me for a second. That was a weird... a finger length. Okay.
6. No, it's about 6 inches. Yeah.
Nice. Now, how long did it take you, not necessarily to grow
Maybe
the
7.
length, because obviously beards grow in layers, but how long did it take you to get to where it's at now, to where you like it, it's firm,
9 months.
it's the shape? Wow.
I call
Okay.
it my baby.
That's an
9-month
investment, a 9-month baby.
So what's it called? It can go like if I straightened it, it adds like an extra 2 inches.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can see that. So it will.
That's crazy.
My beard is just so curly.
Okay, so in all caps, the word why do we have so many tumblers? I don't know if I should let you answer that, if I should let them stew in their question.
Because I get them for Christmas, birthdays. I don't know, man. I have so many. My wife got me 3 of them. I got 2 from Oceana for working there. Like I have 2 Oceana. So I love them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm always like supporting the brand. And then I got 1 from my parents when they were doing their brand Trollbox.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a custom one. I got a couple more in my fridge, but I also play Apex, so I got a couple Phoenix kit.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm all over the place.
I finally downloaded Apex, so I owe you.
Yeah.
I owe you a game because I've never played before. It'll be a fun this is my first game. Let's see how bad I do.
It's not an easy game.
For sure.
Apex is probably the worst first person new player experience.
Really?
It's probably the worst for new players. They don't have like easy bot lobbies that you can just
Right.
like, oh, I'm a new player, let me in. No, they'll
Right.
throw you in a freaking random round where people are getting 20 bomb kills and like 4K damage. It's ridiculous. Like, oh, hi. Why is there a bald wraith in here? Okay.
Well, I look forward
What is
to it
that?
then. I think it might
that'll be great.
I think it'll make a rage video on YouTube. Mariah asked, "Does he believe in the paranormal?" That's a good question.
Yes.
To what, if I may, otherwise we can just stop it right there.
Okay.
To what degree do you believe in the paranormal?
So ghosts and stuff, I don't believe in. I believe in demons and spirits. Not that I will, what's it called? I don't know how to exactly answer that. I believe in angels and demons and heaven and hell type stuff like that.
Sure.
So,
Yeah. Kiki said, I love the red colored hair or colored hair in general. Go rainbow for her one day, please.
I did like a watermelon type.
That's cool.
That was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it because I should have done the roots like green and then the top pink, but I did it like mix max and like all over the place. It didn't turn out the best. So I was like, okay.
So at the most, it might have looked like a watermelon Sour Patch Candy or something.
I should have done that. I was even thinking it during the bleaching part. I'm like, I should do that, but like, no, I trust the hairdresser.
It's definitely a bold look, but I think you of all people could probably pull that off. So Kiki requests that you do a rainbow at some point. So when the day comes, she'll keep an eye out for it. Neil said, by the way, my dad has a headless Kramer bass from when he was a bass player in the 80s. That's kind of cool. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, Craver? Oh, dude, that's actually Craver was, I don't know if they were bought out, but it went into Kiesel. It was Craver Kiesel.
Oh, okay, nice, nice. The Ace, who said that he knows the Oceana guys, he said that he worked in level 1 trauma in Florida for 5 years. He is definitely in the healthcare field and has seen his fair share, so he definitely applauds your wife for staying in that and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Definitely good to have our medical workers in the field. Otherwise, where would we
I will
be?
let her know. Exactly. Dude, she's got the compassion for people that I just love. And she's the sweetest. So
Absolutely.
It's definitely a great field for her.
Well, I'm glad you found another half. Obviously, going through life with another half, with another soul, just makes your soul better. So, Well, that is all the time that we have for today. I want to thank Reid, the Llama King, for joining us today. It was a really, really fun interview. We had a lot of questions that got answered. And if you would like to see anything else by Reid, for Reid, with Reid, or in Reid, check the description below, and I will have all of his links there. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Real Talk. That That was solid.
Yeah.
I thoroughly
That
enjoyed
was awesome. That was fun.